I'm glad you're back. The only information superhighway you'll ever need, right here, the Turnpike of Truth. No left turns, no tolls. Rush Limbaugh, the one man on TV saying it, saying what needs to be said. Let me show you some pictures here, folks. Take a look at this. Dan Rostenkowski, Pat Moynihan, and Rush Limbaugh. What do these three have in common? Rusty, Pat, Rush, me. You got the backroom political power broker, the liberal darling, and the voice of truth. What do they have in common? Well, all three are a little larger than life. And all three consume adult beverages, two more than another. But there's something more. There's something more. What do we three have in common? Do you have a clue? The head of the Ways and Means Committee in the House, the head of the Finance Committee in the Senate, and the head of the Limbaugh Institute for Advanced Conservative Studies. What single view binds these three towering individuals together?
Your time is up.
Well, my friends, sorry you ran out of time, but I'll tell you what it is. All three have warned you. Moynihan, Rostenkowski, and I, we have all warned you that health care reform is going to cost you, and it's going to cost you big. It's going to cost you in higher taxes. I've been telling you ever since the campaign. It is no surprise. You know I have been telling you for over a year and a half. But then I was joined by Rostenkowski. About 5 days ago, he said, in essence, the same thing. Watch, we'll remind you.
But I predict that we'll need a substantial amount of new revenue, tens of billions of dollars a year, when the new program is fully in place. That means that broad tax increases may be required and that everyone may have to make a tangible contribution to finance this program.
Whoa! Whoa! Now, I've been telling you for a year and a half. 5 days ago, Rostenkowski weighs in, and then about 3 days ago, Senator Moynihan was on This Week with David Brinkley. He was asked this question: do you believe that taxing health care benefits is a way to raise revenue? Are you for that? And here's what Moynihan said.
The President's bill contemplates that 10 years out, we will begin to tax benefits that are above a median price plan. So that's on the table.
But I mean now.
Well, 10 years from now, or now we're talking, we're negotiating a time, aren't we? The principle has been pretty well understood.
Well, three towering individuals in their own right. The chairman of the Ways and Means Committee, the Senate Finance Committee chairman, and the leading talk show host in America all agree that the Clinton health care hustle doesn't add up. It will not be free. It can't be paid for just by taxing smokers. It can't be paid for just by simplified forms. It can't be paid for by taxing employers. It can be paid for, though, with new taxes. It will be paid for with higher taxes. And all of these Democrats, Moynihan, Rostenkowski, and of course me, are saying so. But what about the Clintons? What about the architects of the plan? Well, let's go back to the president. Let's go back to 1992. I think this is September, the campaign year, and he's in New Jersey at Rahway, where he is speaking to some people at Merck, which is a big pharmaceutical company, and here's what he told them about his plan.
This is a private system. It is not pay or play. It does not require new taxes. It will preserve what is best about the present healthcare system, but it will also incorporate what we have learned about what is wrong.
And he's held to that. It isn't going to take new taxes, except cigarettes. That's kind of found its way in. And then it was in March of 1993 that the real architect of the plan, Mrs. Clinton, confirmed again that this is not going to cause any new taxes to be increased. Here's what she said.
That there should not be the need for any large tax increase. The president has ruled out any kind of middle income tax increase to pay for more money going into the same old system.
Well, now, my friends, has it sunk in now? Why did it take a year for all of this news about the tax increase to leak out? I mean, this is just another Clinton hustle. Exactly what I have predicted to you from the get-go, and now I've got two leading congressional Democrats, Democrats, it's the same thing. I've got them on my side. And as the title of that book over my shoulder says, this is just another of many "See, I told you so's." We'll be right back right after this. Don't go away. And we're back. Remember, my friends, Michael Kinsley's just an entertainer. He doesn't believe anything he says. Don't let him get to you. Al Gore, Vice President Al Gore was in New York on Monday. He spoke to the New York Press Club. Are you aware that the crime bill that the Clinton administration is pushing through suggests that one of the ways to stop crime in the inner city is to put up basketball courts in the inner city with lights and have midnight basketball games? You aware of this? Yeah. Now, this is a classic example of how liberals define the solution for a problem for all of us, but they would never, ever subject themselves to their own solution. And the very notion, stop and think of this, urban areas primarily where young black kids are growing up, and what are we trying to tell them throughout society? Don't think you're going to make the NBA. Don't think you're going to get the Nike shoe contract. Don't target for that. There aren't that many jobs in the NBA, and there are a lot of people out there competing for them. The odds are against you. We'd have to expand the NBA to 500,000 teams to accommodate all the people that want to make it. So you can't do that. So we're trying to steer kids away to get an education. Become well-rounded. Get hold of yourself. Find out some other things you'd like to do. So what is this administration? Let's put some basketball courts in those neighborhoods and turn on the lights at midnight. Get them playing basketball.